YTBC, this is your boy Coach Shelton Harrison. Guys, I'm sorry, I really have been overly busy, guys. And I'll get back in front of my laptop soon and, I can do some stuff, try to reach out to a few of y'all. People ain't had the time. I just ain't. And, another thing for some of y'all dudes, for some of y'all that you wanna chop it up with, listen, y'all, I'm not talking to y'all. Yeah, there are only a certain amount of people, and we've already talked, that I am going to talk to. Is a couple of y'all, I'm not talking to y'all. And I don't know why y'all keep insisting that you are going to change my mind about how I feel about a fighter. You're just not going to do that. You're not going to change my mind about what I think about Triple G. You're just not going to do it, okay? You're not going to change my mind about Oscar De La Hoya. So yeah, it's futile to try to, I guess, get me in person or whatever to try to talk. No, we're not doing that, okay? You can disagree with me and then keep it moving. That's fine. You can disagree with my opinion, and I'm okay with that. I'm quite okay with that. You could. But you're not going to change my mind, okay? So I'm putting that out there for y'all. But somebody asked me about this whole Povetkin and steroids situation. And you know what? Okay, I'm kind of on the fence about this one. I do have some questions, though, okay? Now, Povetkin physically doesn't show all the telltale signs. He don't show all the telltale signs that is indicative of steroid use. But now I do see a couple where, his biceps, the veins in his biceps, they're a little bit more dilated than normal. And I look at, because I'm a coach and I do strength training, so I look at stuff like that. But the veins in his biceps, they are a little bit more dilated than what they used to, okay? He's got a little bit of acne, but it's not a lot of acne for me to say, he on steroids, okay? But if you see somebody with dilated veins in their arms and legs, a lot of times it is indicative of some type of PED. Not necessarily steroids, but there are more PEDs other than steroids. But because PEDs, what they do, and I told y'all this in an earlier video, that they dilate your blood vessels and capillaries. So more blood can be supplied to the muscles. The more blood you have within the muscles, okay, the more you have, then the more, strength, oxygen, and nutrients are being carried to that muscle, so the muscle is going to grow. And there's a lot more other things that, really apply to muscle growth. Yeah, I can drop a video sometime about that, but, right now, just for this purpose of this video, I'm making it quick. These things supply the muscles with oxygen and nutrients, and the more that you have, the bigger your muscles grow, okay? And also the muscles are destroying themselves and breaking down. And, PEDs, they reduce the amount of lactic acid that's present within the muscle tissue. So you can do more reps, you can move better, stronger, you're faster, okay? And I tell people, but, okay, so Povetkin don't have necessarily all the telltale signs. He's a bit more ripped than he's normally been. But then also, too, people been saying, and I've been looking online, they've been saying that he been in the gym working out for a long time getting ready for this fight. And I'm talking about even in excess, and about 4 to 5 months ago, Povetkin already been in the gym getting ready for Wilder. So, I mean, okay. And I'm thinking, well, if somebody been in the gym that long, is he really using steroids, okay? Okay, but then now here's my next question. Now I got to play devil's advocate, okay? Now, Povetkin don't want to take certain tests to prove that he's clean, and I don't blame Wilder. This is a contact sport. It's a contact sport. And see, whether you guys want to believe this or don't believe this, you sit down and you listen to it, because this is the best truth going today. Manny Pacquiao did not want to fight Floyd Mayweather. And whether you guys want to believe that Floyd was afraid at that time, it came out of Freddie Roach's own mouth. Freddie Roach said that the reason why the fight didn't happen the first time is because Manny didn't want to take a drug test. And, if you're clean, why not take the test? That's my thing. If you're a clean athlete, why not take tests? Why not? Because, it's quite trivial, a drug test. Okay, yeah, most people say, yeah, I'll take a drug test. Shoot, I'm finna make all these millions of dollars. Yep, let's take this drug test. Sure. But Povetkin don't want to do that. And my question is, okay, if you don't want to take a drug test, then are you really clean? Are you a clean athlete? That's my question, okay? Now, I'm kind of on the fence, okay? I have to keep looking at more photographs of him and really looking at him training it. But, yeah, that's my question. Are you clean? And why all this reluctance to take a drug test? Are you afraid of needles too, like Manny Pacquiao was back in the day? I mean, are all these guys afraid of needles? I mean, that'll be hard to believe, this guy getting in the ring and taking, bombs and shots from other heavyweights. So I know Povetkin ain't afraid of no needles. That can't be it. What else could it be? See, people get it twisted, and y'all just want to see guts, blood, and glory. See, it's not like, you playing basketball. You take a PED, and you really not putting nobody's health in jeopardy. Honestly, if you're playing basketball, because the contact is minimal. You have contact in basketball, you do, but it's not like you're going at somebody, for 36 minutes, just punching them in the face. Okay? If you're in a sport like, track and field, okay, you're not hurting anybody's health, okay? It's wrong. You shouldn't take these PEDs, but you're not hurting anybody's health in the sport of track and field. You're not hurting anybody in a sport like, golf. And there's some people that use strength training in golf, please. Tennis, you're not hurting anybody in tennis. I mean, those sports you use pads, okay, right, you use them, good. You shouldn't do it, but okay, whatever. When you come to a contact sport like football and basketball, football, MMA or boxing, then you are putting your opponent's health and lives at jeopardy when you take steroids. And see, how many fighters do you think that Floyd Mayweather probably fought that probably were on steroids before he started drug testing? I'm sure he done fought some dudes that was juiced up. Sure he has. I'm sure all of these dudes done fought people that was juiced up before, Floyd really started pushing this issue about drug testing. Because, man, you got to think about this, man. Wilder got that daughter that's got that serendipity, and I know he want to be around. And I'm not saying Wilder is afraid. He ain't afraid, but, that's a fair thing to ask for. Are you clean? Because if you're a heavyweight and you got the ability to take my life, I'm not going to give you an advantage to go kill me in the ring. I'm just not going to do it, okay? Because one punch can end everything. And people got to understand that. Y'all forget about, Margomed. I know people forget about Margomed. I know y'all do. But Margomed, dude, paralyzed, man. He alive. He came out of his coma, but look at his quality of life. Maybe, could Mike Perez been on steroids? I mean, we don't know. We don't know, but I tell you what, one punch will end it all. So I don't blame Wilder for this. I don't blame Mayweather for asking his opponents to take a drug test. A drug test that he'll submit to. And I'm sure Wilder will submit to the same drug test. Because in the sport of boxing, you need to be clean. You shouldn't be taking no PEDs. Because you put that person's health and risk, and that person, most of the time, they are the provider for their families. So you take a father or a mother away from their families because you wanna win. Okay, but that's you, that's me. So why Povetkin don't want to take these drug tests? Why? Is he juicing? I mean, honestly, a lot of people don't even want to talk about this. A lot of people don't really want to put their 2 cents in about it because they're fans of Povetkin. I like Povetkin as a fighter. I actually do. But I want to know, are you clean? That's just the way that is. This is your boy, Coach Shelton Harrison. I'm done.